I would say it would not be important for women to write about women if men wrote about women well, but they don't. And I believe that there is a reason why men don't write about women as well as women write about both genders. And that is because we've been trained from a very young age. We're aware of what the men around us are thinking. Because very often our safety depends on that. Not just physical safety, but the atmosphere whether you're working, is it positive towards you, is it negative? All of these things. So we are very aware of what men are thinking, whereas men have never really needed to pay attention to what women are thinking. So men don't write about women well, and if we don't write about ourselves, then who will? And that is why I think I write primarily about women and women's lives, and especially about women as they get older.
Almost every member of your household has made it into the column. From your Desi Jeeves to the dog to sister, mom-in-law. Do they object to it? Do they feel that, you take many parts of their life and put it on for everybody to see?
They've given up. Also, it's not completely accurate. There is some fictionalization, and they are aware of that. I say that openly.
Yeah.
30% of it is all made up. I use my family as an example of families across India. It's easier to sort of demonstrate what's going on within other families by using my own. So it's almost like in my head, I think of my family as the Simpsons, and I push them ahead, these cartoon characters, and make them do things. A lot of it is, of course, based on things that really happen, the things that they say. My sister is the only one who grumbles about being in the column very regularly, but she's also my first reader. And when I first started writing columns, she used to read all of them before they even came to you.
Is there kind of pressure to be always funny and be Mrs. Funny Bones?
There is pressure. And I really felt it when I was writing one of my books. I felt that there was pressure externally, there was pressure internally to be funny on every page. And that was partly also why I took a sabbatical from writing fiction, and I went and I did my course. And then I wrote Welcome to Paradise, where it was a book about loss and grief, and I didn't have the desire to be funny on every page. And so I wrote stories exactly the way I wanted them to be. So there was a lot of, I think, internal pressure, I would have to say, more than external. But I don't succumb to it anymore.
So you sparked off quite a controversy over the Raat Gayi, Baat Gayi remark. Did you actually mean to make light of infidelity?
It was part of a light-hearted game. It was not meant as a serious debate. This was just a joke, and it was a light-hearted moment.